here I've got to show that x minus 2 is a factor of this function and then solve for f of x equals 0. So remember, if from the factor theorem, if f of a is 0, then x minus a is a factor of f of x. This is one to remember. I went through why this is true in an earlier video. So what this means here is that x minus 2, if 2 is a factor of this function, then it will equal 0 when I substitute 2 in here. Okay, be careful of your negative signs here. It's 2, although this is minus 2, this is x minus a. So we're looking for f of a, not f of minus a, f of a. So here f of a would be, this function here would be f of 2, and that is 2 cubed minus 4x squared, 4 times 2 squared, I should say, plus 2 plus 6. Let's see if that equals 0. 2 cubed is 8, minus 4 times 2 squared, so that's minus 16, plus 2 plus 6. So that's 8, that's 8. 8 plus 8 is 16, minus 16 is 0. So from the factor theorem, we know that x minus 2 is a factor. So we've shown that. We could say here from the factor theorem. The second part, solve f of x equals 0. So in other words, x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6 equals to 0. Now, we know that x minus 2 is a factor of this, so it goes into it with no remainder. So if I divide it by x minus 2, and I can do that by my knowledge of dividing through by polynomials, x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6, x into x cubed goes x squared, x times x squared is x cubed, minus 2 times x squared is minus 2x squared. Let's take that away. Minus 4x squared minus 2x squared. So it becomes plus 2x squared. Gives you minus 2x squared. X into minus 2x squared will give us minus 2x. If ever you're confused with that, you can always write it to the side. Minus 2x squared divided by x, and we can see there that it equals minus 2x. So we've got minus 2x up here. Minus 2x times x is minus 2x squared. Minus 2x times minus 2 will give us positive 4x. Let's take that away, and we end up with x minus 4x, which will give us minus 3x. X into minus 3x equals minus 3. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times minus 2 is plus 6. And our final check here to make sure we've got our arithmetic correct. 6 take away 6 equals 0. That's no coincidence, by the way. That 0 there is also indicative that x minus 2 is a factor. So we end up with x squared minus 2x minus 3 when we divide this function here. So we want to find our other factors. We've got one which is x minus 2. We want to find our other factors of x squared minus 2x minus 3. Let's just try factorising this straightforwardly. Factors of 3 are 3 and 1. How can I make minus 2 from 3 and 1? Well, I could have a negative 3 and a positive 1. So this factorises into x plus 1, x minus 3. I could always check this. X times x is x squared plus 1x minus 3x minus 3. Minus 3 times 1. And that will equal x squared plus x minus 3x is minus 2x minus 3. So this is correct. This the same as this. So I've factorized now and I've got these two other factors. So I know that my factors of x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6, x minus 2, x plus 1, and x minus 3. If this equals 0, then these brackets here, one of these brackets must be 0. So we end up with solutions of x minus 2 equals 0. So therefore x equals 2. Or we end up with x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals minus 1. Or we have x minus 3 equals 0. So therefore x equals 3. So my three solutions are x equals 2, minus 1, or 3. Just to be precise, so my three solutions are x equals 2, minus 1, and 3.